Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Here we are again with lesson number 2 in phonetics with the stress patterns in English. We start. Nature of stress. In English, when a word has more than one syllable, one of the syllables is produced with more force, energy, and prominence than the rest of syllables. And this emphasis is called stress. So, for example, we have sailor, university. So these are normally stressed syllables. So here, for example, here university, for example, here a girl, sailor, curry, and we have long list. So these are normally syllables that are stressed, so I can feel that they are prominent, they are louder. Okay, so I say curry, okay, a girl. So there is a kind of a difference between this stress, this syllable, and the rest of the syllables in especially polysyllabic words. The accented pattern of English word. So the accented pattern of English word, it is either fixed or free. Fixed, it means when I have a word that its stress falls always on the same syllable in a given word. So for the second or for the first. So for example, nouns, they are supposed to have the stress on the first syllable. The verbs, they have to have the stress on the second syllable. Yet it is not applicable all the time. For the free accented pattern of English words, it can fall on the first, second, third, or last syllable in other words. Okay? So, we move now to the levels of stress. In English, we have 3 levels of stress. We have the primary stress, the secondary stress, the unstressed syllables. When I talk about the primary stress, I talk about the most prominent syllable in the word. Example here, I have, this is the primary stress syllable, and it is characterized by its vertical line, which is up. Okay, and the secondary stressed syllable is the second or the less prominent syllable, especially when I have 3 syllables. It will be clearer, like here. Okay, and its vertical line is down, not like the primary one. Concerning the unstressed syllable, I have this one, okay, which is unstressed syllable. So I don't put anything here. Characteristics of stressed syllables. So the stressed syllables are characterized by being prominent. So the prominence normally is affected by the pitch, the energy of articulation, the quantity, duration of the syllable, and the quality of the syllable. We are going to clarify each one alone. The pitch, here I talk about the amount of air coming out of the syllable. Of course, I'll have many consonants, longer vowels, or diphthongs, so the amount of air coming out will be not like the other syllables. So the pitch, normally it is basically related to recognizing the prominence of stressed syllables in which the stressed syllable is pronounced with a higher pitch than the unstressed syllables or the secondary stressed syllables. Concerning energy of articulation, of course, loudness. Loudness is another factor that normally influences the prominence of the stress, which is related to the listener's ears. So the listener, normally when he listens to you, he will feel that there is a syllable which is louder than the rest of the syllables, and we can consider that this one is the stressed syllables. The quantity and the duration or the length of the syllable, normally the stressed syllable is longer than the unstressed syllables. Normally here we talk about the time consuming. So because of the stressed syllable, it contains longer vowels or and stronger vowels, and it can contain many consonants surrounding this strong vowels, so it will be normally longer if compared to the rest of the syllables. Concerning the quality of the syllable, the quality of the syllable is mainly related to the quality of the vowels. So if I have strong vowels, and the strong vowels in English are all strong except the 3 weak vowels, which are normally short E, the shva, and the short E, the shva, and the short U. So these are normally the weaker vowels that we have in English. So except these weak vowels, so normally the rest are stronger vowels. Okay, so this is normally about the characteristics of stressed syllables. The stress placement normally is affected mainly by the following main factors. So these factors influence the stress placement. So when I want to place the stress in a word, I have to take into account the morphological category. I talk about the simple, complex, and compound words. For example, if I have a simple word, its roots, the roots of the word. If I have a complex word which contains affixes, like for example happiness, happy, and ness, normally ness is a suffix, unhappy, n, which is a prefix, so this is complex. And the compound words normally are words that are normally formed of 2 other words meaning something else. So the morphological category is very important. So if it is simple, complex, or compound word. Also the grammatical category, it means that if it is a noun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, or any other parts of speech, I have to take into account this. For example, if I have a verb or a noun, there are some words in English that can be verbs and nouns, or can be verbs and adjectives, like for example the word the usual word used here, a present, and to present. So a present, so I stress the first syllable and it has a meaning. To present, it is a verb and it has another meaning. So here the grammatical category influences normally the stress placements. Also the number of syllables in the word. If the word is monosyllabic, here we don't talk about the stress. If it is 2 syllables, it is of course very important to talk about the stress here. So, and the placement of 2 syllable words is not like the placements of 3 syllable words. The phonological structure of the syllable, as I have mentioned before in the previous slide, the phonological structure of the syllable normally is basically related to the nature of the vowel and the consonants surrounding that vowel. I mean the number of consonants surrounding that vowel. So the phonological structure, it is mainly related to the vowel and the consonants, and the number of syllables is another point we have to take into account in the stress placements, as well as the grammatical category, adjectives, nouns, adverbs, words, and the morphological normal category, which is related to the simple, complex, and compound words. Okay, my dear students, thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next videos.